Welcome to the coronavirus version of Central Valley Talk. We're all hunkered down here. We're still doing live interviews. You can come in the studio and do an interview. It's safe. We got distance. We're looking around for people who could help us through this. To that end, we asked our old friend, Jack Scow, to come down here. Now, he's a fitness guy. Remember, he tells us how to get fit and stay fit, and maybe he'll tell us how to not go crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm here by myself every day, Jack. What should I be doing? Working out?
Well, you definitely shouldn't be going crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Number one, it's all about the positive mental attitude. Okay. And it's, we need to do the right stuff. Make sure we're clean and we're sanitary and all that. But don't let fear just take you completely out of life. Okay. Use your head, and there are things you can do and things you probably shouldn't do. So do the right things, don't do the wrong things, but don't let it completely disrupt your life completely, okay? I have people that I am seeing in a little alternate spot right now, and it's open air. It has a nice little weight room to it, and it is clean, it is sanitized on a regular basis, and we keep our distance. So, it's not as good as the regular gym probably, but it also forces me to be creative, okay? And working out helps with that positive mental attitude that we were talking about. Keeping your musculature strong, keeping your ability up. If you just sit around, pretty soon that's all you want to do. Pretty soon that's all you can do. Okay, so the idea is to keep up and keep moving and, respect the guidelines that they've given us, but don't let the extreme media scare you so much that you're afraid to stick your nose out the door.
Now, just as Jack and I are separated here by 5 or 6 feet, there's a safe way to work out. And like you said, you have a place that's clean. There's not 20 people that are just you
and me and the client,
the trainer and the client, and keep a safe distance. So,
right.
So we can't go to the gym now, but you can still get training. And a lot of us think we know how to work out. You just lift the weight. But Jack always tells me, Mike, we're not here to, what do you say? We're not here to move the weight.
No, we're not here to lift the weight. We're here to work the muscle. Okay, so I teach you proper form, proper positioning, proper mind-muscle connection. That's why I will be 70 years old in 3 months, okay? And I have a modicum of issues that may be bothering me from time to time, but overall I'm pretty vital, out and going, because I learned the proper positioning and to train with the big head, not the little head, okay? In other words, be smart. Don't let your ego take you away. And having this nice little facility and that sort of positioning lets you achieve 80-85% of maybe what you could do in the gym. But if you're just doing nothing, then it's going downhill in a hurry. And when you're my age, your body cuts you less and less slack for just sitting around and doing nothing. And when you're sitting there, what do you hear over your shoulder? Oh, it's the refrigerator calling you.
Gosh.
Hey, come look at me. You're bored. You want to put something in your mouth, and then next thing you know, you're putting it around your middle. Okay, so
I was almost down to 160 pounds. I'd stopped losing because I was gaining muscle weight, but now I'm up to 175 pounds.
Right.
And it's just like every, half hour, every hour, I say, I'll just get a little quick snack or something. It's very tempting.
Right.
Maybe I should go for a walk or something when I feel like that.
Go for a walk. Okay, make your plan, work your plan. In other words, plan what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat, and how much you're going to eat. Okay, and eat when it's time to eat, not when you're hungry. If you have modest portions every 3 hours, then the body is much more efficient at taking care of those calories and not putting them where you don't want them.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to set eating times.
Right.
Because I did before, I did have so much. I wouldn't eat after a certain time of day. I'd do that intermittent fasting.
Right.
Now I'm just, whenever I get bored, I'm popping something in my mouth.
And the portions. And if you don't buy junk, there won't be junk in the house to eat. Okay?
Jack is so full of wisdom.
So don't go shopping when you're hungry. Okay, you will come home with stuff. Now, why did I buy that stuff? What's that all about? Well, and then when you're sitting there in the chair and you can hear those chocolate eclairs back there calling your name. Hey, come get me. Hey. No.
They came out with a new Cheez-It, extra toasted Cheez-It, and I saw it on the grocery shelf. And I've gone back to the store 3 times about more of them. I think that's most of the way I'm doing. But I need to plan my meals, at least when I'm going to eat, and I know what to eat, and I just shouldn't don't even bring the junk in the house.
Right. So you can't deprive yourself all the time, okay? So in that case, buy healthy snacks and 0 to really low sugar snacks. And when you have an urge for some of this, instead of having that high fat, high sugar something over here, I'll have that half of an apple. Or you can even have that half of an apple with a little bit of almond butter on it. Mm-hmm. So that'll satisfy some of that, and it's less inclined to go around your middle. Okay, it's important to do that. Now, he was talking about going for a walk or whatever it is. When you're watching what you're eating, but then you've got to be active too on the other side here. So being active burns calories. Sitting on your butt burns very little calories, and then you're putting more calories in. That's a double whammy.
Right. A lot of people are gaining weight right now. But,
right.
But maybe it's just we all had routines. I was going to the gym at least 5 days a week.
Right.
I had a great routine. Now I have no routine, but maybe people could get in a routine by going to see Jack, have a couple sessions, build a new routine around your environment.
Exactly.
How do they reach you if they want to get some sessions?
Okay, my phone number is 559-905-0933. Okay, that's my cell phone. I have it with me all the time, and that's the best way. We'll talk about your limitations. We'll talk about your goals, because the idea is if you have a shoulder that bothers or something else that bothers or you have other health issues, my goal is to not only train you but keep you in one piece. Okay, staying in one piece is good, and you don't get into shape in 1.3 seconds. You get into shape little by little by little, and that comes from consistency. Consistency with how you eat, consistency with how you train, consistency with how you do cardio, and then the body will see, aha, I see what you want. You're consistent, now I know what to do. Okay, so it needs to know all that stuff on a regular basis, because it can only do what you put in your mouth and what you do to your body. Oh, I see what you need. So then it does that. So you're
going to give your people you're training more than just how to lift in the right form. You're going to talk to them about eating too.
Right. I'm sort of a life coach in that, how to view life, how to view your fitness goals. And, obviously what life has happened now, it's kind of taken us off in this direction. So you keep your goals. And when something happens, you do as much as you can to keep those goals. And when things come back, you just come back to your goals. Okay? You don't just completely let go. Like even when I give you an eating procedure, notice I don't say it's a diet. It's an eating procedure. You make healthier choices. So when you go away for a weekend, you can deviate a little bit. You want to relax a little bit. When you come back, you get back on the plan.
You can deviate every once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I have people, and I tell them, okay, 1 meal a week. That's not 1 day a week. That's not 1 weekend. That's 1 meal a week. Up to that meal, and after that meal, you stay on the plan. Okay, that way you don't completely fall off the bus. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah. Now, there's a lot of moms at home, and I said I'm going crazy. I don't have a bunch of kids running around. Maybe a mom at home could get out once a week. Do you do it once a week or a couple times a week?
What's that?
Your sessions.
Oh, as much as you need. Optimum would probably be 3 times a week, maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
What times do you have available? What days? What times?
Well, right now, a lot of the people are scared to death. So I have some morning times, I have some afternoon times, and even some early evening times. So call me with your schedule and your abilities, and we will custom make something to suit you so that you can respond and feel great and be excited. Instead of being, oh, God, it's terrible. No, we're going to give you a positive mental attitude.
Would it be a half hour or an hour?
Hour usually.
1 hour, okay. For your mom at home, and your husband's still at work and you're staying at home, you're giving the kids homework and teaching them and stuff, maybe when the husband gets home, you can slip out for an hour, a couple days a week, have a
That'd be
session with Jack, get your head on straight.
Right.
Because once you get a little routine going, they're going to handle all that stuff better, I would think.
So we'll get it done and we'll have some fun too.
Give out
All
your
right?
number one more time.
Yes, 559-905-0933. My website is jackscowfitness.com, and just give me a jingle, and we'll get it together. We'll have a great time, and next thing you know, when June, July comes, you'll feel better, look better, instead of all these people that just were a schlump for months.
That's true. People are going to come out of this all pudgy and slow moving and everything. So let's get fit with Jack Scow. If you're watching, or a lot of people drive now when they're watching or listening to our show.
Okay.
So if you haven't written the number down, I'll give you Jack Scow's direct number. I'll put you in touch with Jack. That's all right.
That number I gave you is one I carry with me all the time.
Good. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
It all starts here in the mind. When you want it and then you do something consistent, you can get it. So we can sit down together so you can have a positive mental attitude. It doesn't feel like it's overwhelming. We can do it one day at a time. Like I tell people, come to the gun show, okay? Come talk to me, all right? It's fun.
You want to look like Jack Scow at the end of this crisis, this whatever it is we're in. You don't have to make it a crisis. Get in shape, stay in shape, and come out of the other end looking better than looking worse. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.
Thank you so much.